Welcome, Aquarius. This is your monthly focus for January 2016. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you for all the support that you give me each and every day. Now, for just shy of 2 years, I've been doing a love focus for you, and I always felt when I did these readings for you that I was robbing you of a total picture of your energy in order to go forward for the entire month. And I hope my weeklies somehow intervened and helped you manage week by week. But I've given it a lot of thought and a lot of effort and time and meditation on what I should do when concerning the love scopes, and I've decided to turn it into a focus overall. So now remember that this reading is done for you, and it's a tool for you to use the energies wisely so that you can be the most successful person you can be on your path forward. But if you don't like this format, if you prefer the love scopes, I'll be more than happy to just go back to doing a love scope for you. Absolutely. It's not what I want to do that matters. It's what you need from me in order to succeed that matters. So let me know if you like this new format. I hope you do. But if you want me to just go back to the love scope, then this is for you. That's why I'm doing it. So I want to be able to meet your needs. So without further ado, let's get to the energy of the month. Let's get to your reading. Now, we start off with the Page of Swords. Now, we all know that the Page of Swords is one that's just going to jump headfirst into anything to get things moving, to move things forward. And we really want to watch this energy. Okay, this is you being a little bit more spontaneous, just wanting to do something to get a reaction out of somebody. And you want to curtail that some way. And in fact, almost all the cards are saying beware of this energy when it starts to creep up into your being throughout the month. You don't want to start doing things sporadically. You don't want to start doing things spontaneously. You want to think them through. You want to make sure that it is the best route forward for you in every action, in every deed, and every word that you say or do. Every situation you put yourself into, you want to make sure that you are in full control of how you go forward each and every day. Or it's going to bring you a lot of anxiety and worry. We have the Nine of Swords right over top of it. So we don't want to be filled with anxiety. We don't want to wake up in the morning and say, oh, I've got to face that person today. I can't believe what I did or what I said yesterday, and it's going to come back and haunt me. And if you just acted very spontaneously, it just very well might. So you want to make sure that you don't have this energy surrounding you for the month. So you have to be very conscious, very diplomatic of what you do and what you say, what situations you put yourself into, so that you can minimize the amount of sleepless nights, of worry, of concern, of replaying conversations and replaying situations in your mind over and over again. You can easily avoid it. You can easily avoid it. Now, we have the Hierophant here. Okay, so a very spiritual month for you, especially at the very beginning. And I know that a lot of cultures actually are very solemn in their spirituality when it comes to the new year, when it comes to January 1st. And in some countries, it's an actual religious holiday. So this is very fitting for you to take time to, maybe it's looking back on your previous year, and you are coming close to your birthday month. So more importantly, it's a good time to look back in your year. Spiritually, yes, but also in love, in work, in career, in the goals that you set for yourself, socially, romantically, and understand, where you exceeded in your goals, where you didn't hit the mark, and understand where you are now so that you can make your plans to go forward. And as you get closer to your birthday, that's the time to really go forward. And we actually do have a Mercury retrograde between the 5th, I think it's the 5th and the 25th of this month. So we don't want to start too many new things in this month, but we definitely want to prepare ourselves so that when the timing is right, it's all systems go. There's no waiting. There's no reflection at that time. It's just a constant movement forward, and that's what we want. All three of those cards are crossed by the King of Cups, okay? And this is, you know, the father figure, the one who brings in security, the one who takes care of his family. And so you have to take care of yourself. You have to love yourself. You have to be, you know, an independence, a strength. I can see that this month for you, and we'll get to that card. But even more so, here we have a king, here we have the King of Swords as well, we have the Queen of Pentacles, so it has to be a very thought-provoking month for you, giving thought to a lot of things. Now I do see the ship in the background, so I think that if you do actually look at where you are and how you want to build upon your security in every area of your life, or a certain area of your life, that this magic will come into being in your life by declaring it, by knowing that that's what you want. I mean, write it down. Be clear about how you want to move forward and what areas of your life do you want growth, and concentrate on it, because it will all bring in security. It will all bring in a solid foundation. It will all bring you into a balance going forward. But I see that ship, and that ship keeps calling to me. So maybe there's a little surprise waiting for you this month, something magical and wonderful happening in your life that is really going to open up some doors for you where you have been hoping doors will open for you, regardless of where in your life it is. Now, the Knight of Cups underrides this full reading, so it is a month where love can be. This is the knight in shining armor, so perhaps you are the knight in shining armor, perhaps you are waiting for your knight in shining armor. So love can happen at any time. If you are single this month, you know, just keep doing what you're doing. There's really, it's the undertone of the entire reading, so it doesn't matter what you are doing, love will find you. Whether or not you are ready for that invitation is your own life path, but love can definitely find you this month. So look for it if you are looking for love. Look for it if you are looking for happiness. If you are in a committed relationship, this is a month where you really need to bring it back to romance, to passion. And I think even more so towards the end of the month. I think the end of the month and going into February is very strong for you romantically. Whether or not you are with somebody, that's when the magic really appears in your life. So definitely, if you are in a relationship, to create magical moments, to make sure that your partner knows how much they are appreciated, how much they are loved by you. Okay? Plan on, you know, special times together. You don't have to really do anything. It can be sitting on the couch or watching a movie, cuddling close to each other, feeling each other's presence, or turn off the TV and just sit there quietly with a candle burning in the middle of a dark room, a couple glasses of wine. Just enjoy each other. Just bring back the magic that once was, especially if it is a relationship that has many years under its belt. Sometimes we forget about that magic and we grow apart just because we are not revisiting that magic. So this is a beautiful month to revisit that magic, to make it a priority, to let the other person know how much you care for them, how much you want them and enjoy them in your life, how much stability and security they bring into your life. Over top of that, we have the Ten of Wands. So this is where, you know, you really do need to look back on your last year in particular, of your great successes, your failures, where you are starting new growth in your life, where you have ended things, and the things that you have ended, the things that they don't need to be a part of your world anymore. Okay, some of those wands in your backpack are full of new life. They have new growth on them. There's new experiences waiting to be had. But some of them are completely dead wood. And the more you carry that as part of your being going forward, the more it's going to weigh you down, the more it's going to weigh you down, make each step so much harder to break free of certain energies. And especially when it comes to love, because it is right over the Knight of Cups. If you have gone through a breakup, you can't keep harboring those ill feelings. You have to let it go and let God. You have to move on from the experience. You have to understand the wisdom that you gained from the experience. Now, we have the Ace of Swords. So this is the aha moments. This is the epiphanies. This is the new experiences, and this is the new action into experiences. So this is making the plan, understanding what you want to accomplish, and going forward. And this card is the whole month. So it is really, you know, it's a reflection of the last year, because then that kind of gives you the guidelines of where you want to go this year. But it's not necessarily so when this card comes up. This card could be cutting away the past completely to start anew, to start fresh, to start a new path, to start a new vision of your tomorrow, of who you are becoming, of who you want to be going forward. And we have the King of Swords. So this is a man who is very determined. He has thought his plan through, and now he goes forward with a strength. He doesn't allow anybody to stand in his way, very much like the Queen of Swords, but the Queen of Swords is more of a protection of her goals and dreams. The King of Swords is more of hands-on, I'm going to do it regardless of if it's good, bad, or ugly for me. So you really have to have thought. This is arrogance. This is ego. So be careful that your ego isn't pushing you into places where you don't want to go. Okay, because there's the King of Cups is kind of softening it here, but not to the extent that I can't give you a warning to watch your temperament, to make sure that you are including other people in your life. Okay, this is a card that says that you are an island in many respects, that you don't need anybody, so it's high independence. And that's great, because that brings up your self-confidence, that brings up the surety of yourself. But on the other hand, especially if you have close friends, family, relationships, they're going to feel like they're playing second fiddle to everything else in your life, and you don't want that to be. So remember that we have the King of Cups sitting very close to him, saying to remember to offer love, offer security, offer friendship, to go out of your way to make people feel like they are a presence in your life. Four of Wands. Okay, this could be the marriage card, proposal card. And where it is, I wouldn't be shocked if I heard that you were getting married, or there was a proposal, or you're growing together more, you're moving in with each other, you're buying a house, you're starting a family, those kinds of things. That kind of energy can be definitely around you right now and for the whole month. But this is really solidifying your path forward, knowing what your foundation is, so that you can build upon it properly. And I see that full moon there, so I don't know if it's the new moon or the full moon that's going to affect you more because of the placement of the card. It seems to be for the month that you are really looking towards what is your foundation, what is your secure platform in which you are going to propel yourself forward with. I don't know what that, oh, I got ladybugs in the house. That's right, that was probably a ladybug flying by. Oh, that's good luck, right? And this is growing relationships stronger. So make sure that you are keeping that part of your life in a very conscious knowledge, okay? That you have to give time for close friendships, family, loved ones. But with the Queen of Pentacles, with the Knight of Pentacles right over top of her, you know what? I think other people are going to see you as the powerhouse you are this month. They're going to see you going for goals and reaching those goals. succeeding. The sun is carved into your chair here. The angel sits next to you, and that sky is electrified. So when people look at you, what you are mirroring to them is, I am confident, I am successful, I am magnificent. And it's almost like you're dynamic this month. There's a strength in you. Okay, you hold that pentacle in your lap with confidence, almost like a nonchalant confidence, like it was mine, it always was mine, it always will be mine kind of image here. And I don't think that's a bad thing. Okay, so often when we feed our ego, we are really feeding our self-confidence, our drive, what we are good in, and using the tools that we were given upon birth to grow, to go forward, to create the dreams, the desires of our heart. So with this card too, this is a very strong card that you are going to be feeling very ambitious. You're going to feel very, there's a bounce in your step. There's a vitality about you. There is a sparkle about you. So I can see why love can just come at you this month, because you are going to be radiant. You are going to be shining. You are going to be taking every step with a confidence. And the more you are in your personal passions, your desires, the more that confidence raised, because it's something you naturally love to do, love to get involved in, love to lose yourself in. We have the Knight of Pentacles, okay, and this is planning every step forward. So it's a lot about planning this month. It's about looking at where you are now and the direction that you want to take forward, and you get that plan. If you use the energies correctly, the plan is a good plan, one that you can depend on going forward in the year. So you don't have to keep looking at your situation and re-examining, re-evaluating, although that's part of a good plan, is to constantly do your checkpoints and make sure that you are reaching the goals the way you want to. But here you're not even armed. You don't have a weapon. You're not looking over your shoulder. It's a solid path forward that you are creating for yourself this month. And you hold that pentacle very nonchalantly, very much like you were with the Queen of Pentacles, that it's yours, that it's your birthright, that you have worked towards this, that you are deserving of it. Now, as we go into the end of the month and we go into February, we have two cards, and we're going to hold them up together because they go so well together. We have the Ace of Cups. Get that shine off there if I can. The Ace of Cups and the Lovers. And I think love will kind of change for you with these two cards. It will be one of the passion, the intimacy, the growing together, two souls growing together as one united force going forward. This is when relationships can really become strong in your life. New relationships that come in can be a long-lasting security, a solid foundation to go forward with. Or it could be your dreams and your desires when it comes to work, when it comes to your goals that you're setting for finances, career, stature in the community. It's really what your heart is saying about what your passions really are at this present time, but you embrace these new opportunities. And these new opportunities come in, and I think it's probably closer to your birthday that they will come in, because we are going into February here when we look at these cards. It's embracing your passions, your dreams, your desires, knowing that you can do them, feeling a strength, and feeling this passion overtake you. Absolutely. Now let's get to the angels. Let's see what they have to say for us this month. So love, I think, love is kind of around you, but it gets very strong as you go into February. So maybe a lot of your reflection on the past year is about love. And so you know what you want and what you don't want in a relationship. And you know how to secure that. How did I pick her up by accident? Career, you know, it's planning again. I think that you are very strong right now, that opportunities will open up, and especially I saw that ship. There's something magical that'll happen this month. A door will fling open. A person will appear that it turns out to be a lover or a mentor or a new best friend or somebody wise or somebody giving you that opportunity that was meant to be yours all along. Spirituality. We had the Hierophant there, so you are very spiritually connected. You know, look at where you are spiritually. Set some goals when it comes to spirituality, that you are going to give 5 minutes in the morning or 5 minutes before you go to bed, or you're going to do an affirmation every day, or you're going to do a prayer of gratitude every day. Something along those lines, or maybe it's a chakra meditation to completely align yourself and be able to ground yourself that much better. And if you don't know what a chakra meditation is, just go on YouTube and type in chakra, Chakra, and you will get 1,000 different choices of a 3-minute video to a 3-hour video on a meditation that will allow the energy to be balanced in each of your chakra and in alignment, so that you've got that solid foundation. You have something to grow on. And we had a card flip out here. It is the Ten of Michael. A situation has ended. You are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. So yes, take a bow for all that you've been through, because now you have completed a lot of lessons, a lot of trials, a lot of chaos in order to gain the wisdom that you needed in order to go forward. So the new opportunities for happiness will now follow. But that wasn't our angel card, so we're going to put that back in. And pick our angel card, and it is strength. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence, and forgiveness. So where you need to give forgiveness, give it. But more importantly, where you need to forgive yourself, you need to forgive yourself. You need to allow yourself the grace that you can give others so easily. You need to give that to yourself to become empowered, to grow your strength through kindness and raising your self-confidence. Look at the brightness. The clouds are all dispersed in there. It's like you've come through this great storm, and now you finally bask in the light. I think there's a dove flying over you, bringing you in gold, bringing you in abundance. You don't fear the lion. You've mastered taming that lion, taming your strength in a way that it empowers you now to go forward. So until we meet again, remember, I do love you.